For 100 years, humanity's most ambitious project was built in Earth's orbit. The Thetis was a decaying planet's ultimate contingency plan, a generation ship, a hope for settling on a new habitable home across the galaxy. Decade after decade, the Thetis sat there, like a giant fuck you in the sky, its salvation out of reach to all but the select few chosen to board the mission. When the ship finally embarked on its journey, it was not a moment of triumph. The Thetis fled a raging planet, ready to shoot it down and drag humanity's last hope into oblivion. 8 generations later, and that ancient history was the last thing on my mind. My own ambitions were markedly modest. All I really wanted was to be a mom. Everything is pre-planned on the Thetis. Population growth, resource allocation, birth cycles. Everything was figured out for us. We even have the sensory farm, so we don't lose touch with nature. Within 8 generations in space, we Thetans had established a vibrant society. We've built a new culture, cultivated new traditions. We've learned Earth's lessons, and we were ready for our species' next step. But that morning, some of our most basic truths were about to be shaken. It all started with an extortion attempt of the Thetis leader. As a senior archivist, it was my job to investigate it. Things got complicated when the prime suspect disappeared. Nobody disappears on the Thetis. What came next was beyond my wildest imagination. I was attacked, threatened, smeared in public. But anywhere I poked, a new rabbit hole emerged. And as the dots started connecting, something very dark began taking shape. A conspiracy, generations in the planning. But to go after the most powerful people on the Thetis, I needed proof. Hard proof. And for that, I would need to bet it all, defy my orders and the law I swore to protect. Gather the most improbable group of allies, solicit help from the dead, and embark on a journey to the very origin of the Thetis itself. Because if I am right about this, humanity's entire future was being hijacked by our very own leaders. And if I'm wrong, there'll be no turning back. For there to be king, without aught to be slaves. Generations, coming soon.